So there it is. I walked into the Best Buy and they had it there open box. The Studio Display XDR. Probably the stupidest thing I could possibly buy, and I bought it. Let's talk about it for a second. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen, the Studio Display XDR, a 27-inch mini LED monitor with 2 Thunderbolt 5 jacks and 2 USB jacks. And I got it open box at the Best Buy for a cool $3,100. Do you know how many mini LED display televisions I could buy for $3,100 plus tax? And yes, I'm sure it's beautiful, and it has the stand that used to cost $1,000. Let me show you what I'm working with right now. So this is what I have right now. I did have the regular Studio Display in VESA mount form, but like I did with all my other Studio Displays, I sold it. Why did I sell it? I had a feeling there were new Studio Displays coming out, but I don't know. I had this and I had that. This is OLED, 32 inches, 240 hertz refresh rate. I wasn't using this, so I've used this since I'm only using one monitor right now. This is my new desk, by the way. Check it out. Oh yeah, not done, but this is my new desk. So I've been using this 32-inch. It is an HP Omen Transcend OLED, QD OLED, in fact. It's a very good monitor. 4K monitors are not the best for Mac because Mac renders differently than other monitors. The Retina display thing is all about pixel density. And so the reason that Studio displays are 5K and the iMac displays were 5K had everything to do with pixel density. When you take a 4K monitor with fewer pixels than would be considered Retina, it doesn't go 1-to-1. The native resolution never looks right. Let's pull up the native resolution right now so you can see what I am talking about. HP Omen. So I have it at 2550 by 1440. So 1440p at 240 hertz, and it looks good. But if I put it at 4K, okay, so here's 4K, 3840 by 2160. Let's pull in here. So here's 4K. Everything gets tiny. And so, yeah, you just can't, it just doesn't work the way that you want it to. So you have to go all the way up here to 2560 to 1440. And this is fine. And the text is crisp and everything looks nice, but you're paying for 4K and you're getting 1440p. Now, it doesn't really make that big a difference. I am not a pixel peeper by any stretch of the imagination. However, this wasn't a cheap monitor either. It was like $1,100 new when I bought it a year and a half or almost 2 years ago. But it is a very nice monitor. It has a KVM switch. If you have like 2 computers that you want to use, or a Windows computer and a Mac or something like that, you can use the same peripherals, et cetera, et cetera. So it's a very nice computer, lots of great features. It has backlighting that only works sometimes. And I don't have a PC, Windows PC right now, so I can't get the software that updates the firmware that might fix that problem. At any rate, I thought about getting the Studio Display XDR. I thought, oh, that would be nice. Because it's like the Apple reality distortion field, right? It's like, I need to have that because it's the best thing. But here's the God's honest truth. Nobody who doesn't make their living 100% off of like looking at the monitor and judging the colors and doing all the things, nobody needs to spend $3,200 on a monitor. Not a single soul in the world. It is my MacBook. See, MacBook. See, my MacBook right here. I have a video coming on this, by the way, because this is my fourth M5 style MacBook. And I know I made a video before and everybody was so upset about how stupid I was because nobody gets irony. I mean, irony used to be like annoying. People used it so much, and these days nobody gets it. But I finally got this. It is an M5 Pro 14-inch nano texture with 48 gigabytes of RAM and 2 terabytes of storage. Now, this is an off-the-shelf configuration. How did I find that out? I had to ask AI to figure out what the off-the-shelf configurations are because Apple does not advertise any of those stock configurations anywhere on their website. This was the perfect thing. I think they cost the same. The Studio Display XDR full price and this full price cost the same. God, I don't know how I should feel about that. I just wanted you to be able to see, like, all of this. Yeah, it's a nice monitor. Good colors. You got all kinds of different, display P3 gamut. You got sRGB. You got professional Adobe RGB. You got BT 709. You switch over here and you got gaming for all kinds of different gaming stuff. I'm going to switch this out for that over there and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so this thing is so big that it makes my tiny table look silly. But we're going to go for it. Again, this thing costs as much as my computer. But hey, if I can stop being stupid with money, then this could be the last monitor I ever buy. If I stop being stupid with money. That is not a guarantee, but I'm trying. Okay, so turn it this way. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, like I said, it's open box. So, knock the camera. And then, sorry, you fell down there. Let me finish putting this box together. Trying to get there we go. Whoever bought this must have been like, I'm going to take it apart and plug it in, and then I'm going to return it. Or it sucks bad enough that they didn't want to spend the money. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to plug it in, and then I'm going to the MacBook, and then I'm going to compare it to, a little comparison, right? Okay. Let's not go over. That's not. I usually try and clean the studio up a little bit before I make videos, but as they say in France, screw it. I got videos to make. So, okay, hold on. Try and use this as a trackpad, because that's obviously what it is. No, this is the trackpad. I have been 3D printing. Okay. And I'm going to mirror the two displays. Take you in a little closer. So, Studio Display XDR over here. And then this guy, I don't know what this guy is. Here's what I'll say right off the bat. Studio Display is optimized for, let's optimize for Studio Display. So we're on the default text size. The Omen has a little bit more magenta to it. That can be taken out. This is definitely a cleaner display, and everything is rendered in the right size. Like, I wouldn't be able to read this display easily at this size, which isn't terrible, but you lose real estate. So these are both mirrored and optimized for the Studio Display XDR. And I will say that the 8 is good. It's crisp, it's clean, and a little magenta, but that can be fixed. The Studio Display XDR it's P3 up to 2000 nits. Yeah, and you can go, oh geez. This is a P3 plus Adobe. HDR video. So you can select all these different things, internet and web, so you get sRGB. But we'll go back to just the regular old XDR. And this is about 90, 80, 75%, 80% brightness for both. Again, Apple makes me do, well, they don't make me, but Apple has me do stupid things. And one of them is buy this incredibly expensive monitor because it's dead sexy. I don't think if I could walk into Best Buy and buy another $3,200 monitor, that I would ever buy the $3,200 monitor. But somehow Apple has convinced me that that's something to do. What do you think? Should I keep it? Tell me down in the comments. Hit subscribe if you want to know the results of my ridiculous foray into this. Until the next time.